Well, we get Dominics burn. I had to go in the burn and actually write down the horses on the list in alphabetical order, of course. Starting with Blue Bayou Dio. Trained yesterday. Hobbles were a little tight on her on the icy track. She got a little tired. But as I said, I don't mind a little adversity now and again. I thought she was awesome on Wednesday when I went with her. And yesterday she was pretty good. Pretty good, but still we got at least a month or so to go with her. Isa 10 was very strong, very happy with her. We made some shoeing adjustments with her. We won't really see if those shoeing adjustments work well until she goes in the race bike quite a bit faster. There's no rush with her. She's probably ready to go a mile in 2:12 this week. February 1st. I'll see you in that stake. I don't think it's till April anyway. There's no rush with Isa 10. Although she's a maiden. We got some racing ahead for her. There's no rush with her, but at the same time, lots ahead for Isa 10. High Enterprise was fantastic training yesterday. You guys saw her. What you didn't know what you didn't know is that she had a quarter crack right hind on Wednesday. Very rare for a young horse to get those, but she did. She got one right hind. Was very, very strong yesterday. Did have a trickle of blood on there. So tough. A tough filly. Very happy with the way she looked. Horn Player was very good. Dominic went with her again. She's just been dominant her last few training trips. It's just a really impressive looking filly. Eglariam trained with Will Dwayne Hanover, trained great in the race bike yesterday. 14 or 15 here, which was a good mile for them, off a half and 10. So a good mile for both Eglariam and Will Dwayne Hanover. Kings County also trained yesterday a slow mile. He's racing tomorrow. I'm super excited to watch Kings County race. James told me he really likes him. He likes everything about him. I can't wait to see this horse race. Leaps and Bounds. Leaps and Bounds has been very good. First time I went with her was yesterday. You could see her get a little rough in the last turn, but easy to hold together. She's probably just touching herself somewhere. Sharpen her shoes up, and a little equipment change. I want to take those trotting boots off her and put brace bandages on her behind. I think she'd be a little more sturdy with those on. From what I can see from her gait, it doesn't look to me like she's going to touch anywhere. So we'll see how she is in the coming weeks. Sipping on My Shine was good. I know Amy said the hobbles were jerking a little tight. This guy needs them on tight. As I said, he reminds me of Oso Pine. Everything he does, he reminds me of Oso Pine, and I was happy with the horse yesterday, and I think we're going to be much happier with him in the coming weeks and months, maybe years. Tactical Mountains will start her training next week. She looks great on the track. Wednesday will be her first training session. Tactical Tactor made a break yesterday. I'm not really worried about the break. The horse has been great. James attributed the break with him being too quiet. For a trotter, you'd like to be able to steady them, have a decent little hold of them. The week before, he was a little grabby. James thought maybe he wanted the hood on him. Maybe there was no direct conversation about the equipment change, but James said no more hoods on Tactical Tactor. Unbeatable Kemp was awesome here yesterday. I trained him 7:30 in the morning. 3 of us went together. Isa 10, Blue Bayou Dio, and Unbeatable Kemp, and Kemp was awesome. Will Dwayne Hanover was equally awesome, training him 14-year-old last half and 3 in a bit, I believe. Maybe 4 on an icy, snowy track. I thought she was very good. A very important telling tale, though, is that I believe she's slipping quite a bit also. When I moved her out from James, she hit the bike twice, and at high gear, you could feel her slipping. She got flip-flops on up front. Freshly shod yesterday. I was actually interested in taking them off. I didn't get to talk to the blacksmith until after he'd already shod her. I was unaware he was doing her. But that's fine. She can train at Mohawk. I know James is going to try and protect this filly quite a bit. She needs to do some work. I'd like to see her go over and go a mile in 2:4 or 2:5 this week at Mohawk. And White Tiger has been fantastic. Although White Tiger is in Jason's barn. Amy takes care of White Tiger, right? So Amy's in 10, Jason's in 12, but Amy takes care of White Tiger. It's her project. It's been her horse forever. So when Harry had White Tiger, Amy took care of White Tiger, and the only time that she didn't is when he was out of our care, like at Tim's barn or in Massachusetts or wherever, Andrew's barn too. But anytime she was around the horse, she was taking care of him. So they're a good team. So I got to take him off this list. He stays in Jason's barn. So that is Dominic's barn. That is Dominic Gladou's barn. I'll get you guys a one-on-one with him, a chance to meet Dominic and see what he's all about soon enough. His first start for the stable.ca will be Kings County on Monday. I suspect it will be a good start. Who knows? Take care.